There's barriers on both sides. Some of the barriers that I've noticed is that researchers themselves, that is their lane. They focus on data, information, results, and then just writing it up and giving it out. Not recognizing that they're getting this information from the people that they're asking to be a part of the research. And not a thought of is how is that individual dealing with things that day, right? Or what's going on in their life. So that gap is give me your information, give everything to me, but I'm not giving anything back to you. The other side is the individuals are saying, okay, I want to give you this information, but the thought is you're going to give me something I can use right now. And so there's a disconnect in regards to that understanding of what is this information, why do you need it, I want to be a part of it, but I need some help immediately. And there's a language. That language is different because they see it different ways. The researchers understand they have a purpose, a plan, and it's all written out. And that individual is just telling their life or giving their information, they're giving their data, and then they're left, right? And so there has been years of it, of that same kind of conversation and interaction. And when you say, you bring it up in the gaps to have that conversation, they seem surprised, right? It's like, well, what do you mean? You know, I explained to them, we read the information to them, they understood what they were going to get in conversation. They should be okay with it, and that's not the case. And on the other side, the individuals are expecting more than the study actually is able to do, right? And that should be something that should be understood right away, but it's not. The other barriers I've noticed is the people who are part of the researchers, who are the scientists or the doctors. They're going into communities, and a lot of times they don't look like the people that are having the conversation. And so that mistrust continues to build. And all it takes is one researcher to make the same mistake that has been done generationally, and it muddies it all for everyone else coming forward, no matter who they are, what shade they are, what they do and bring into the community. You have to listen and understanding that you may build into the component that you're getting your funding to go in and do this study. You need to build also in a give back component. It has to be something that community is going to be able to utilize, and it cannot just be we gave you a certain amount of dollar amount and you should be okay with the study. It also should be, when I say listening, in regards to that, is to understand it's going to take more time than you think. Because the trust has to be built in regards to that. It's not something that you're going to jump in, we gave this piece, give it the data, especially if somebody is really entrenched into what you're doing and is supposed to help. You're going to have to build in more time. And more time could be a year. And you have to be willing to put in that extra time in order to get the results that you actually need. The other thing is, I would say even before you start talking about getting the research and data from individuals or even the study, go in to say, what is that community going through first? What are they actually going through? What are some of the things that they can be involved with so the community can actually see them before they actually start talking about any research at all?
In what ways can they get out into the community?
A few ways is find out who's already in the community having these conversations, partnering, collaborating. There are a lot of grassroots community partners or entities that are already having these discussions about the plight or the issues that's happening in that community on its own. Find those individuals and have a conversation. So the community advisory board being a major component of that, right? You come in, you talk to community advisory board, and you say, what's actually going on? This is what I want to do. Is this right? This is wrong. Will this work? Will it not work? And then let's go ahead and see what we can do to help. And then bring me into the community. Don't just step into the community. Have someone that the individuals trust to bring you into the community to say, hey, I vetted them out. They seem to be good, because they don't trust you. They trust the person that you have connected to.
Right. And then once they're in the community, how
they need to,
how they behave,
Yes. When they come back into the community, what they need to do is to be able to say what their limitations are, right? If I'm going to be in this and a part of this, let the community know our goal is to be here for this amount of time. We want to make sure you get all the information you need to get back, but understand you are a partner in this. We do not want to just come in and take and you never see us again. Here's the information where you can see it. Bring the information to them as well. It's very important, because people are like, I was a part of something, and this is what the information I gave, and then you never hear anything about it, right? And people want to know, what did I do? What did I produce? What did I help? How did I help? People need to know that. And then also understanding that somebody's going to come behind you. there's going to be another researcher that's going to come behind you, and you may be the one that's damaged the relationship in the community, understanding that we all are together in regards to making sure that we understand when we bring research or want research from the community, that somebody is going to come behind us, so we have that duty that we need to uphold, that we don't want to mess it up for the next person.